not much, does it? Good morning, campers. We're in Port Allen, Louisiana, just outside Baton Rouge. Working our way out of the truck stop where we spent last night. It's a little bumpy. Oh, that looks deep. All right, let's keep this axle up. Same here. Whoop, that was deep. Yeah, that was much deeper. Whoa. All right. It's exciting. This is the long, elaborate exit from the facility that does not involve turning left onto 415. I'm starting to think maybe turning left on 415 is not such a bad idea. Huh. All right. But this way we get a stoplight coming out, which seems easier to me. So we've got there's
400 feet ahead. Turn right on Louisiana 76 West.
Excellent. So our pickup tonight. Oh, there's a line in the road now. It's a road. Our pickup today is at 8 a.m. It is currently 4:30. And the reason we're starting so early is because we need a washout. And the truck wash right at our right at this truck stop doesn't open till 8 a.m.
0.2 miles ahead.
Our pickup's
turn
at 8
left
a.m.
on Louisiana 415 South.
Yeah, our pickup's at 0800, so we can't just sit there and wait for that truck wash to open. We have to find a place that's already open. So we've got two options. The first option is not a guarantee. It's a tanker wash that, according to the Prime app, has also a reefer washout. But they don't answer their phones, or like their phone's just not connected, straight up not connected. They're not listed on Google Maps, and there's no confirmation in the directions that they do reefer washouts. It looks like just a tanker place on the satellite view, but it is there on the satellite view. It's just not listed in Google Maps. So I've got no way to contact them, and no confirmation that they can actually help me. It might just be an incorrect listing on the Prime app. I've been burned that way before. So we're gonna go there and check it out. That's the reason we're leaving so early right now, is that if they don't do reefer washouts, we have enough time still to drive all the way to Hammond and visit the Blue Beacon, which is about 40 miles away. Hopefully this place can just clean our trailer for us. Do you mind? Dash cam's interrupting almost as much as Maxwell nowadays. Friendly British voice. SD card or camera error, please check. Alright, let's leave.
Miles ahead, turn right on ramp to I-110 South.
Alright, so much for that idea. know why I bother. How often do you guys see me try and go to a washout that's not got normal hours? That just, it's supposed to be open and it's just not. It happens so much. Oh well. At least we have time. We've got the time to just drive to Hammond, get the trailer cleaned, and drive back. I hope I can get paid for those miles. We're here. We might be super lucky. I don't think there's a line. I think the truck ahead of us just got finished. Oh, that's awesome. That is super awesome. How did we get this lucky? Woo! Probably it's because it's raining. Blue Beacon's not the most popular places in the rain, surprisingly enough. Oh, no, there's still one truck ahead of me. That's fine.
0.1 mile ahead, take exit 40 and then turn left to ramp on US 51 Business North.
Welcome back, folks. We are loaded. We picked up at the same place where we got the load that went to San Antonio last week, right before Star Wars. So just rewind, pretend, you just watch that again, pretend it's all the same thing, because it was the exact same footage. Even the color of the prime truck parked to my right was the exact same. It was the most serious sense of deja vu I've gotten in a while. But this time we are going to California. But first, we need to get this scaled. Wow. There's a really bad accident like 4 miles east of here that has the freeway totally blocked. So that's why the other side's a parking lot right now. I'm just amazed that the backup is gone this far. Like, this might extend past 415. That's unbelievable. I've seen more bad accidents in Baton Rouge in the week of visiting and passing through this little city than I have in months of driving everywhere else. Literal months. Like, every single day I have driven through this city, there has been a bad accident of some kind. Not just an accident, a bad accident. A, like, ambulances and fire trucks accident. And it is terrifying. I don't understand how a city can be that bad at driving. But then again, I've seen how close people get in front of my truck, and I understand that, like, if that's just the way people drive around here, and the second one of them gets in an accident right in front of a semi, that's what causes these huge pileups. So, I don't know, maybe it's not surprising. Alright, so people can still get off on 415 if they know they need to go around it. Still, that's a heck of a backup. That probably means the Loves is going to be packed. Well, we could go to Cashett's, the trucks that we were at last night. They don't have a cat scale, but they do have a scale. And I should do the cat scale. Cat scale is more reliable. We should do the cat scale. Yeah, cat scale. All right. Even though it's a little bit harder to get out of. The Loves than it is out of Cash's. We should go with the cat scale. When it's an option between a regular scale and a cat scale, always go cat. They don't have a cat scale, do they? No, I don't think so. On the bright side, it looks like it's going to be much easier to get out of here today than it was last time we were here. sign. See? I have to stop. So we're out of there. We're gonna do kind of a little bit of a reverse of the trip that brought us to New Orleans last week. Our first visit to Baton Rouge in quite some time. The one that was like, wow, where did traffic come from here? The start of our Gulf Coast week, we're undoing that almost perfectly in reverse. We are going to head north, pick up US Highway 190. We're going to head west on that to Interstate 49. And Interstate 49 will take us up to Interstate 20. Interstate 20 will take us to the Dallas area. And from there we will get on 287 up to Interstate 40. Interstate 40 is going to be our main route to California on this trip. We're not doing the full LA run. We're going to Merced, which is near Stockton, kind of in the middle of the state on Highway 99. There we go. I almost timed that right to where I didn't have to slow down that much. But unfortunately, the reactions of the people in front of me to the light going green were not as fast as I had hoped. Off of I-10 if you're going to Interstate 49. It's not a great option for eastbound, as we discovered on the way down, but it's a lot easier to go from westbound 190 to westbound 190 to northbound 49 than it is to go from southbound 49 to westbound 190. I messed that up entirely. It's easier to go from westbound 190 to northbound 49 than it is to go from southbound 49 to eastbound 190. That's what I meant to say. I think I might have said that. I don't know. Watch as this person gets in front of me holding the brakes down. Because people are dumb in this area, apparently. Yes, I see him. I see him. US 190 west. We made it. There's a couple of stoplights on this road. It's not really that bad. It's nice and slow, which I like. And we're early enough in this trip that I'm not overly concerned about speed at this point. We are going to be doing 60. Criminy, it's a bumpy road. We are going to be doing 62 on this trip because it's 2,100 miles in 3.5 days. So we do have to hammer it. We do have to hammer out the miles. But you know what? We can make it work. Definitely make it work. Here we go. Here's some prime time southern driving right now. We are on US Highway 71. We're at mile marker like 2 or 3. It ends at US 190 down there. And I saw this was here, and I know my GPS wanted me to go this way, but Prime told me to just stay on 49. So I want to see if this road is actually worth driving, and we've got the time now, so we might as well just check it out. It is a lot easier to go from 71 southbound to 190 east than it is to go from I-49, because I-49 you have to make a left turn across a 4-lane highway with a lot of traffic with no stoplight. That's not easy. That is not easy. But with 71, it's just a nice, easy on-ramp. 71 goes underneath 190, and then you rise up and meet it and merge in from the right, which is beautifully designed. It's a nice trumpet interchange if you're familiar with the style of if you've played too much Cities Skylines. Or you just happen to be a traffic engineer. So yeah, we're just kind of driving through the bayous of southern Louisiana. It's gorgeous. Look how big and beautiful and wide this road is. I love it. The speed limit is a blistering 55 miles per hour, which means this road is right at my speed. This is how fast I drive on the interstate, so it feels good. It feels very good. It's actually a little bit slower than I normally drive on the interstate. So it's nice. It's nice. And we'll have plenty of time on the interstate at 62 miles per hour to make up for this slightly slower time period. This will also cut off enough miles to make up for doing 55 instead of 62 for a little while. .49 north. All right. Sweet. Oh, this is 49 north and south. Fancy. This is a nice design. Oh no, it's a cloverleaf. I was like, oh, this is cool. The southbound lane bears off to the left and does a loop and comes around. No, it's a cloverleaf. But it's only a single cloverleaf, so there's no weaving of traffic, thankfully. Oh, what have we got going on up there? No. Someone screwed up. Savoy's little box truck getting towed by a massive Peterbilt tow truck. Alright, let's just bring up the speed. This is a nice, gentle on-ramp. Let's get up to highway speed before we do the merge. There's nobody there. Thanks in part to the tow truck kind of blocking things. At least this lane. times during that whole mess, 2 stoplights, and then one person turned left from in front of me. So I had to stop for them because there was traffic coming at us. So I had to sit and wait for the traffic to clear before the person could turn left out of my way. And those are both just in this one little town. All 3, both stoplights and the one left turning person. And then we did lose maybe 2 or 3 minutes to being stuck behind a minivan that was doing 52. We were stuck behind them for a solid 20 minutes. They blew one of the 2 red lights in that town because it was the car that turned left, then the minivan, and then me. So the car turned left, and then minivan started off. I started off. Speed limit was 25, so I staying behind the minivan, and we're coming up to a stoplight. I start backing off so I can come to a nice gentle stop behind them, and the minivan just goes right through the red light. Didn't hit anything, thankfully, but they just went right on through. It's like, alright. But then they still didn't do the speed limit once we got out of town, so I caught right back up with them. You need to keep your distance from a car when they just obliviously drive through a red light without paying attention. Like, it's one thing to just be going too fast and be unable to stop for a red light. That's still not a good thing, but it's an understandable reason to have to run a red light. Ideally, you want to be going slow enough that you can stop the second the light goes yellow, if you need to. But, of course, in a semi-truck, that's not always possible. Especially if the yellows are not programmed well to account for semi-trucks. You want to find a speed where the time frame for the yellow is longer than the amount of time it takes you to stop. That way, if you don't have enough time to stop, you can just go right through the intersection. And that's a fun balance to try and find. I find in most cities that's usually about 35 miles an hour for me, is the speed at which I can stop when the yellow light goes off. Or if I can't stop, I have enough time to get through the light still before it goes red. But no, this person was just driving along, not a care in the world, was not even looking at the stoplight, I bet. Just drove right on through it. Didn't even slow down, didn't check to see if it was clear and then run it. It's just like, it's so much worse. Accidentally running a stoplight is so much worse than doing it willfully. But anyway, wobbly. We're in Alexandria now. We're heading up towards Natchitoches shortly. I was replaying the video where we drove through Natchitoches, which went up today, I think, or it goes up tomorrow maybe. It'll be a week ago for you guys, but I was pronouncing it wrong. All of that, and I was still pronouncing it wrong. I was pronouncing it with an N instead of a D. It's Natchitoches, not Natchitoches. 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 You just gotta say it fast, and then no one can tell if you're doing the D or the N. And that's the ideal way to do it. Natchitoches. Or if you're in Texas, Nacogdoches. Stop squeaking, Mr. Maxwell. There we go. Just gonna do a little hop in the seat, and it kind of resets the squeak for a while. Let the airbag reinflate. Alright, so we're on I-49 now. And we're going to stay on I-49 up to Shreveport, get on Interstate 20 going west, and we'll start looking for wherever we're going to park for the night. I run out of hours about 6 p.m., which is about 5 hours from now, so we've got a 250 to 300 mile range still on our day. We're going to want to keep that closer to 250 miles because we don't want to, we don't really want to go into that last hour if we don't have to. You know what? We're going to try our luck here first the Double Loves exit at Van, Texas. Possibly Vans, Texas? I'm not entirely sure on that one.
On ramp to I-20 West.
You can stop that now. I did eventually, I've got a pilot kind of on the Texas-New Mexico border area on I-40 marked as a favorite, so I can just bring that up super quick as a destination. So I brought that up just to see how much progress we made. We're less than 500 miles from the New Mexico border, so we'll be in New Mexico tomorrow night, most likely. Alright, so what the heck? How do I get the loves? I just want loves. I need some loves. It's a dumpy little inn. It's a dumpy little tire shop. It's a relatively nice DQ whose parking lot has been demolished by the they also got no truck blockers. That's fun. Another tire shop. There must be something going on around here that makes tires explode. Makes me nervous. Which one is which? I don't know which one has the Godfather's Pizza. That's kind of what I wanted. But, you know what? This will work. We'll just go with number 1. Do not enter. Never mind. That's not the entrance. I've never been here before. I'm sorry. Is this an always stop? That's a stop. That's a stop. That's a stop. Cool. If this one's full, we go across the street. Nice and simple. Ugh. Little bumpy. It's not full. Sweet. We're good. There is a... Oh, sweet. Never mind. We're going to Sonic. I'm walking to the Sonic tonight. That is how this is going to work, and I see a spot directly in front of us. Any easy spots back here? I mean, they're all pretty wide. So I can argue they're all pretty easy. I kind of like this corner one. like it when they're easy. We got very close to his mirror, but we did not touch it. That was the second pull forward, was to get us our pit, because I've got my trailer axles are set for California legal, so they're a little bit further forward than I'm used to. I like to run to them about the 12th hole usually, and that puts the pivot point a little bit further up. So what looks like a perfect back to me might actually be, oh, you're getting a little too close to the truck on your inside, and that was the case there. It's like, oh wait, if I keep backing like this, we're gonna just pop that guy's mirror right off, or slap it against the side of his truck. Actually, so the Cascadia is designed to have mirrors that if they get hit, they just flop into the side of the truck as long as they get hit from the front. Which is super nifty. It makes them less likely to break. At least the side mirrors, not the hood mirrors. I think the hood mirrors do flip down. I'm not sure. I've never tried. But yeah, so I was like, oh, just pull forward and open up the angle a little bit between my tractor and the trailer, and that made the trailer move. That made the trailer go further into the parking spot before it started the turn, before it finished the turn. So it worked out. I see a Sonic off to the right. Do you guys see it too? Let's, yeah. Dude. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Ignore my dirty windows. That's where I'm going. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. My name is Eliodare, AzarAngel17 on Twitch, Xbox Live, and Steam. Drop in, say hi. Let me know if you enjoy the videos by clicking like or subscribe. And of course, you can always come say hi on Twitter at Eliodare, no apostrophe. That's the best place to get a hold of me. So do that, or leave comments. I do read all the comments, but it's Sonic time. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Woo!